Okay, Frederick, we're going to look at trying to get your jibes a bit more tuned up, a bit faster. How many parts of the jibe are there?
I don't know, just one or two.
2 or 3, maybe like a story. A good story is a beginning, is a middle, and is an end.
Okay.
Yeah. So most things start from the beginning. If we start in a good shape, we have the best chance to control the rig at the exit. We can open the sail in the middle and keep our shape through the carving section. So all we're going to do now is look at the preparation. All right. So all you're going to do is, when we're blasting a straight line, yeah, and we unhook and go downwind, what have we got? What have we got when we're going in a straight line? Speed?
Speed, yeah.
Speed. Do we need that in the carve?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. The faster we go, the better the more carves. So do we want to keep our speed before we even start jibing? Then often is the case, people lose speed before they even get into the jibe. So to do that, what you must do is sail along, full speed, and put your backhand down the boom right to there. That's how far it goes, down to there. All right, now watch what happens when I unhook. If I unhook like that, it means I keep the sail sheeted in. See how much the sail is sheeted in now? And then if I've started from a bent body position, low, I can then bear the board away and I sail, I don't carve, I sail the first third of the turn.
On the first
The board reach.
Sailing.
Sailing, yeah, I sail on a board reach. So you must sail that distance for 10 board lengths. All right, so good distance. So therefore you must start your jibe a lot earlier. You put the backhand down early. You unhook and hang early and you board reach and sail fast. And then you have speed. So all you're going to do is try to sail the first third of the turn. So you're going to sail along, you're going to hook in, you put your backhand down the boom, unhook. Imagine you're in a bar, you're going to unhook and sit your ass on a bar stool. Yeah, and have a nice drink down there.
And I'm going to start the turn.
And then you push from here, yeah, from here, in a straight line like this. And then you push the board off the wind with the front foot, pull the back foot, and you'll bear away in the board reach and go really fast. Then the back foot comes across, then you're going to come over, and because you're already low, you're going to continue low and look to carve in a low body position with an extended arm. What we're going to concentrate on now is the preparation. So just step onto the simulator and try that. Just going to put a bit more wind. Okay, so there, go overhand grip, there we go. So hook in, bang, and lean out, straighten your arms. Release the power. Okay, look at wind, here's the wind. Straight front leg, bent back leg, hands together, push the rig away, drop your hips. Okay, slide your backhand down the boom, all the way, that's it. Now unhook, just bend your arms and stay low. Now that's it. If the wind gets lighter, you raise your hips slightly and the rig comes upright. If the wind is strong, you drop your hips more. But you see, now that your arms are extended and your body's low, the rig is powerful and still sheeted in. And from there, you would bear away. Full speed on a broad reach. Yeah? And then the back foot will come out the strap, and then you'll come in and carve. And when you go over and carve, come over with me, straighten your arms, you go over, keep your arms extended and drop into turn and just keep the arms extended, front arm extended and push through the back foot. And that's all you're going to do. And everything else, that's the next bit. Okay, preparation. Backhand down the boom. That's good. Go wide, wide. Bear away. Now carve. And keep the front arm extended. Now look out the turn. Now look forwards, bring the rig back. Already looking better. Yeah, we're liking that speed. We're liking much more preparation and much slower set up to the carve, yeah? So it takes everything backhand down, unhook, hang, then he bears away, then he gradually carves the board. You might notice in the arc of his carve, the carve was much more gradual. It was constant but increasing pressure through the back foot. And that is a key to a nice smooth carve. Frederick, much better. Okay. So the proof of the pudding is in the eating. What is the difference?
The difference now? Well, I'm more control under the first half of the jibe.
Okay, so
I know where to put my hands.
You put your hands. So you put your backhand down the boom. How does that make you feel when you're unhooking?
A bit more stable.
More stable. So you're able to keep more speed throughout the unhooking and the preparation part of the jibe.
Yeah.
And then what do you do after you've unhooked?
Yeah, start turning and you,
Start going downwind, and you went downwind for longer, didn't you?
yeah, much longer than before.
Much longer before, and what was happening all the time? You're going downwind for longer.
I kept on the speed.
Kept the speed. So we're going to look at the mid part of the jibe now. Okay, so the middle part of the turn, we are looking, after our preparation, our backhands down the boom, we're looking to look out of the turn. So let's just look at that body position now, like this. Like this. The front arm is going to be stretched forward, yeah, and so the rig is forward and your body is back. And your backhand will have the sail open, you'll be looking this way, down your backhand at the clue. So open, that's it. And you can feel now all the weight is on your back foot, isn't it? Right, and the front arm's extended, that gives the rig more power. And because all the weight's on this foot, you can lift this foot now, lift this foot, and then you can do your foot change. Because this foot has no weight on it. And then you can step forward, like that, and you keep your weight on your new back foot, but you keep the weight on the new back foot. Yeah. Here comes Frederick right now, backhand's going on the boom. He's unhooked, he's hanging, broad reach, and now here. Look out the turn, nice gentle carve, okay? And it's just going to be, as he's learning this first bit of the turn, it's just going to be a bit unusual as he gets his rig rotations in, but he's looking out the turn. Backhand down the boom now. Okay, looking at Frederick now, backhand down the boom now. Unhook, sail broad. Then go wide, nice gentle carve. Now open the sail and look out the turn. That's already a better carve jibe. That's already a better carve jibe. The exit, we're going to work on.
Yeah.
So we've prepared early by backhand down the boom, unhook and hang, sail the first third of the turn. Now we're carving wider and dead downwind, we're looking out the turn. We're now going to look at the exit. Now we've looked at in the Carve Gybe chapter, clue first sailing, and these non-planing carve jibes. So these will be the massive thing for you to practice in light winds. But looking at your jibe right now, so we're going to look at your foot change here. So your foot change is going to be such that all the weight's on the back foot. So your back leg's bent. Because you're looking at a turn, all the weight's on that foot. You then bring your front heel to your back toe. That's it. And then step forwards there and keep the new back leg bent. All the weight is now on the bent back leg. So sink the weight onto the heel of your back foot. And then you slide your front hand and rotate the rig. It goes all the way back and then all the way forwards. So try that on here. So step on there, whack your front foot in the foot strap there. So put your front foot in the foot strap, your back foot there, have your hands in position. Remember, your back hand's there. Now, the front arm's extended. Now you're looking at me. Now twist your front foot across. That's it. Now, no, it comes across to here. That's it, right to there. So it comes to there, heel to toe. Now step forwards, but keep your weight over the bent back leg. So your front leg will place, it places forwards. Now you can slide your front hand to the mast. That's it, and then rotate the rig, and then grab the rig, keep looking forwards. And now bring the rig forwards and wait until it's way past you, and then you drop down, get low and exit, right? Okay, so nice jibe from Frederick there, looking out the turn, okay, keeping the rig forward and the body back on the exit. Look at his stance there, he's really driving the board. Nice straight arms, low body position, heading upwind, ready for the next jibe. Okay, right, so what's the most important thing to do with the rig if we're trying to get the ball planing? Push it away from you. So where would the rig be in relation to the board? Yeah, a bit forwards and upright, okay? So if we look at the three key parts of stance, is our head, yeah, our hips, and our hands, right? Where those three things go makes all the difference in planing or not planing, full speed or not full speed, right? So if you'd like to come around to the front of the board here, please. So where's our head going to be going? Going to be looking where we're going, yeah? And where our hand's going to be on the boom. Relatively shoulder width, relatively close together. And our hips, what can they do to control power and produce power? Yeah. So the hips can move in to produce power and move down to control power. So head, always think head, hands and hips. Yeah. So when we're trying to get the ball planing, we're going to move from that, we're going to move into that. And that puts the rig forwards and upwards. So the head's looking forwards, our hands are shoulders apart to get the rig more forwards, and our hips are quite low. Yeah, so let's do that again. So head, hands and hips, we're looking forward. You put the rig forwards and upright, we get the maximum power from the rig. And that means that when we're about to get planing, there's no weight on the front foot. We should be able to do that, yeah? And then I can go straight into the foot strap. And then if we're going front foot strap first, we're then more able to keep speed and then hook in. Bit of a pelvic thrust there, and away we go. Okay, so do you want to try that? Yep. Okay, so head, hands and hips. Where's your head going to go? Hands, hips, bring your hands closer together, that's good. Now, drop down, really drop down, put the rig in a powerful position, that's excellent. So we've got, see, nice extended arms here, straight front leg, bent back leg, and the hips will move in when there's less power. That's good, and there's more power, hands, hips move back. Okay, so lift your front foot and whack it in the foot strap. That's good, excellent, excellent. Okay, and to hook in, bit of a pelvic thrust, bang, away we go, that's good. Okay, good, and drop your hips in, there we go, that's good. Okay, there we go, and when the wind's getting lighter now, so as the wind gets lighter, just lift your hips and push your rig away. So just hook in again, bring the boom to you and drop your hips into the line. That's good. Okay, excellent. So as the wind gets lighter, yeah, you've got to lift your hips and keep the rig away. So push the rig away, that keeps you hooked in. Try that again one more time. So hook in there, that's excellent. Now, as the wind gets lighter, you've got to lift your hips and, that's excellent, yes. There we go. Keep your arms straight. You've got to keep your hips committed to the harness. And then when the lull comes, you've got to raise your hips. Okay, cool, and unhook and step off there. Okay, what's going well? Okay. If as I'm planing, right, my body is facing forward, what is the sail doing? Is it open or is it sheeted in? Open. So what do I want to do with my rear hip, my rear shoulder? So what are you going to do? Drop. You face forwards to get planing, and then as you accelerate, your rear hip and your rear shoulder. And you watch as my rear hip and rear shoulder sinks down, back and out, the sail will sheet in. Because of apparent wind and stuff like that, you've got to sheet in as you accelerate, and that keeps you across the wind. So there, you had a lovely stance coming in, but your stance was straight, yeah, arms, straight front leg, bent back leg, but it's facing forward. So you want to utilise your good stance of straight arms and your good body position, but sinking the rear hip and the rear shoulder. It's that sinking and the sail coming from facing forwards to facing across the board that gets you to do it. And that is like, imagine you're sitting on a bar stool. So imagine, rather than the bar stool being over the board, the bar stool is about here. So take a little seat there. And that makes you go from facing up the board to facing across the board. Your head's looking forward, and you here getting planing, and then planing. As you drop and sit your ass down, nice gin and tonic, away you go. All right, and that's it. No problem. Go on, get planing. Go on. Go on, Tara. Yes! And Tara's sinking down on the rear hip a bit more now. Sinking down, back and out on the rear hip. There's a big difference there. Lots more speed. Lots more speed. That's excellent.